I am a part-time reseller on the Poshmark app as well as eBay. I say part-time, but I feel like I put in full-time hours, but I do have an actual full-time 9-to-5 job as well, so I say part-time. So welcome to my channel if you're new. On this channel you'll find everything dealing with reselling, but mostly hauls and what sold videos because they're my favorite to make and they're my favorite to watch. And if you're returning, welcome back. You will realize I am in my old location with my better lighting, so we can all be excited about that. So I'm excited to be back in this location with the better lighting and hopefully, you know, better quality video. I mean we still low tech. We still low tech here, but like better lighting. How many times can I say better lighting? Take a shot every time I say better lighting. Oh, I don't have any wine. Yeah, I don't know. I brushed my teeth and I was like, oh, I'll go get wine, but that is not gonna taste good. So okay, today's video is going to be a what sold video, specifically what sold in the first week of July. And guys, it was my best week ever. So I want to start off by saying this is not a typical week. I did really well this week, but it is not a typical sales week for me. And so I don't want people to get the wrong impression of because I don't want you to be let down next week is what I'm saying. I don't want you to be let down next week because I don't think we're gonna have the same thing, because I really only had 18 sales. I just had a couple of high ticket items that brought my sales that brought the dollar amount of my sales up. So 18 items, which sold for a total of $916.88. Yeah, that's good for me. That is good for me. So I'm really excited about it. What we're gonna do today, I need to slow down. What we're gonna do today is go through the sales. I'm gonna put a picture up here so you can see what sold, and I'm gonna tell you what it sold for and what I actually took home after Poshmark fees and my projected eBay fees. I never really know what the eBay, because the eBay takes out a fee, PayPal takes out a fee, you know, it costs money to list, so it's hard to like really give you an accurate account of how much money is taken out for the eBay sales. I do about 20% because that's what Poshmark does, and that's what Poetry of Nice does, and I feel like she knows what she's doing, so I'm taking 20% off. Okay, so let's dive right in. I'm going to do the Poshmark sales first and then do the eBay sales, which I had less of those at the end, but my big item was on eBay, so I would stay tuned to listen to that. Okay, first on Monday, July 1st, I only had one sale. It was this fossil tooled belt. I was really surprised that this belt sold so quickly. I think I only had it listed for 2 days. I actually had a couple of belts, and out of all of them, that was the one that I did not think would sell, but you know, it did. And it sold for $15, leaving me with $12 after Poshmark fees. So Tuesday, July 2nd, I had one sale. It was a pair of Harley Davidson jeans. They were a size 14. I think Harley Davidson does better in the larger sizes. I've had a couple of other items that haven't sold in Harley Davidson, but they're extra small smalls. So if you see Harley Davidson, I would pick it up as long as it's in the larger sizes. So I sold those, by the way, I sold those jeans for $27, leaving me with $21.60 after Poshmark fees. So on Wednesday, the 3rd, that was my big sale day last week. I sent out a lot of offers to likers, and I had a lot of sales that way. Actually, all my sales that day were through, no, one wasn't. So offers to likers, if you don't know, is a way that you can like drum up some sales. By anyone who's liked your item, you can send them a private offer, and it comes with a shipping discount, and they can accept it or counter, but they lose the shipping discount if they counter. Okay, first sale was this Crown and Ivy red and white striped top. I sold it for $20 and took home $14.20. That was through offers to likers. Next was this Johnny Was embroidered tunic, this black tunic with embroidery around the collar. I sold it for $62 and took home $47.80. That was also offers to likers. Next, I had this pair of Patagonia white shorts. I sold them for $20 and took home $14.20. They sat for a while. Patagonia is a really, popular brand, but it's really their pullovers or popovers that do really well. But, they sold, so I'm happy with that. Next was a pair of Harley Davidson shorts. These were new with tags. They sat in my closet for quite a while, and I was really surprised because I thought they would sell really fast. But, they did eventually sell, and I sold them for $25 and took home $18.20. So next was a very surprising sale because I had never heard of this brand. I actually came across it at the Goodwill, and it just seemed like a really well-made dress, like good material, good stitching, all that, and it was made in Italy. So I picked it up and realized it was actually retail very expensive brand, and resale pretty good as well. So I'm gonna say this incorrectly, but it's Chirabani. I'm gonna put it up here so you can see it. But it was this navy blue kind of it was a cold shoulder dress kind of. But anyway, I sold it for $160. That was exciting, which I took home $126.20. So if you see this, I would pick it up. Now, I don't know, because I had listed this and sold it within 5 days. I don't know if it'll sell as fast for other people. I don't know if it was just the right buyer came along that quickly, because I've always found with higher ticket items, it takes longer to sell. But if you do find this brand, I would pick it up. Next, I sold this vintage polka dot dress. It was very pretty in pink, but a black dress. I sold it for $26 and took home $20.80. Really very out of breath today. Like my Donald Duck shirt. He's my favorite of the Fab Five. So next I had this Crown and Ivy blue chiffon tank. I sold it for $16 and took home $11, also on offers to likers. Actually, the only thing on Wednesday that wasn't offers to liker was the vintage polka dot dress. The rest of it was offers to likers. Last on Wednesday, I sold this Spiegel wrap cardigan. It was a cashmere silk blend. And I sold it for $20 and took home $14.20. So if you do have those winter items, you can go ahead and list them because they are selling for me. Okay, Thursday, July 4th. So that was a holiday, obviously. I only had one sale on Poshmark that day, and it was this pair of Lucky brand wedges. They were new. Well, no, they were used, but in a box. I sold them for $32 and took home $25.60. Friday, the 5th, I sold this pair of Laredo leather boots. They're like a cowboy boot. I sold them for $28 and took home $22.40. Next, I sold this Garnet Hill white top, which when I listed it, I was like, why did I buy that? It's just a plain white top. Sold within like 5 days. Okay. I only sold it for $15, but I was pretty happy with that considering it was just a cotton t-shirt. So I took home $12 from that. Last on Poshmark, on Saturday the 6th, I sold this Everlane silk top. It sold for $36 and I took home $28.80. Everlane is a really good brand. If you find it, I highly recommend picking it up. I don't find it very often. I've actually found it like twice. This is the second time and I picked it up. The first time I didn't pick it up because I didn't know what it was. Do you ever do that? Like you find out what a brand is later and you realize you saw it and you're like, what? Oh, crap. Like, I didn't know what frame jeans were and realized I had passed them up a couple of times. Oh, what's another one? I don't know very many jeans. So that's like what will happen. I will learn a jean brand later and be like, oh my God, I saw that, but did not know it. So anyway, so this is the kind of times when you like kick yourself, but it's okay. We're all learning. Okay, so that was all my Poshmark sales, and that is 14 sales. for a total sales of $502. And I took home $389 from Poshmark that week. So that was really good. I was really excited about that. But then on eBay, I also had a very good week. So eBay, my first sale was on Wednesday, July 3rd, but that was my big sale. So I sold this Nikon camera. It was an F3 SLR camera, and I sold it for $270. I know, like, I normally sell clothes, obviously, but I went to the thrift, and you know they have the glass case where they put their fancy items, and I saw this camera there, and it was for $50, and I was like, who's gonna pay $50 for an old camera? I like walked away, and I got on the app Completely, where you can look at comps on eBay, looked it up and saw that it was selling for like anywhere from $250 all the way to $400. And I was like, well, that actually might be a good purchase. So that is the most I've ever spent at a Goodwill. Got this $50 item, but sold it for $270. So that's exciting. So if you take out the 20%, I took home $216 from that sale. Didn't have any sales on eBay on Thursday or Friday or Saturday, but Sunday, all of a sudden it came alive and I had 3 sales. The first sale is this puffer vest from Lululemon, and I sold it for $75.88, taking home $60.70. So I got this piece along with a lot of other Lululemon items. I made a video about it, but I don't know if I'm gonna post it because it just seems like I'm bragging about finding a lot of Lululemon. Let me know down in the comments if you actually want me to post it. I can add like what I've listed everything for and what I've sold some of the pieces to it to the video to make it sound more like an informative video, and like I said, not me just bragging that I found a lot of Lululemon. Although Lululemon does not do as well as it did when I first started reselling. This piece did, but there's a lot of other items that are still sitting there. Next was a surprise sale. It's this H&M New with Tags pink coat. This is a winter coat, obviously, and people are like holding on to their winter things, but maybe not. Maybe you shouldn't, because I sold this for $50. $50 in the blistering hot summer. So pretty excited about that, and then took home $40 from that. Last was this Hinge sweater. I sold it for $19 and took home $15.20. So on eBay, I had 4 sales and made, well, the sales were $414.88. And I took home around $331.90. So that was exciting. So altogether, I had a gross sales of $916.88, and I took home $700, and I took home $720. That's what I'm trying to say. $720.90. I like forgot how to say numbers. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, really good week for me. Not a typical week. I had those big ticket items, that big Chirabani dress, and the camera. And really, like I said, not a typical week, but I'm really grateful to have it because it was just a really exciting week for me, because I had not been making a lot of sales because of my wedding. I kind of, wasn't listing, wasn't sharing for a long time, and it just takes a while to wake up your closet again after being away for a while. Let me know if you'd like for me to make a video about how I woke up my closet after being away for a while, because I think I did a couple of things and I think they really paid off in the end. But yeah, let me know if you want to see that video. Let me know if you want to see the Lululemon video. And if you want to check out my Poshmark closet, it is MSAWEBB, MSAWEBB, and my Instagram is MSAWEBB as well, but it has MS.AWEBB. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, hit that subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up if you did like it. Also, would appreciate it. I hope you guys had a good sales week. I hope you're currently having a good sales week. If not, just keep at it. It is the summer slowdown, so a lot of people are having slow sales. Just don't give up. Keep working hard, and those sales will come in. But that's all, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.